And welcome to the February 12th edition of Makers and Movers. It is a wacky Wednesday here, that is for sure. Why? We are in the midst of a storm. And so we have no clue how much snow we're going to get. Early estimates say we're going to get between 3 and 300 inches. So, not sure where we're going to end up with. It was bad enough for the district actually canceled school last night. Typically, they don't do it till like 4 or 5 the morning of. But yeah, that means we have kids home from school today. So that throws some stuff in it. It's actually not too bad out there right now. So I am busting through DTF orders to get those out and out to UPS. So crossing fingers, there's no delays anywhere. We got stuff going with that. So makers and movers, this is what I need to know from you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, what the weather is like in your area, and most importantly, your 5 things today. So we're in the middle of a storm. I got some coffee in the cup. It is going to be throwing my day off having the children home because I don't really think they go back to school until next Tuesday because we have no school now today. Tomorrow is an early out day at 10:55. The storm's still going. They're not going to go. So 10:55 day tomorrow, and then they're off Friday and Monday. So hey, good times, right? Good times there. As far as our 5 things, like I said, DTF, we're rocking on that right now. Today's Work on Your Business Wednesday. We're going to talk about what that is and what that means, working on your business and not in your business. So with that, I have 3 hours of training that I need to watch and complete today. I need to get orders or supplies ordered. I need to record the webinar. I'm having difficulty doing that, but I think I have everything figured out, so I can bang that out today. And then I've got a new update on the X-Tool apparel printer, DTF apparel printer, and we're going to run those updates and see what kind of things changed with it. So busy day for us here. Can't wait to hear from you and how your day is going and what you have planned for today. And then, like I said, we're going to do a little, talking about working on your business versus in your business today. Jose, good morning to you, my friend. And Barb, good morning. North Central Minnesota, 24 degrees and sunny. Water in the cup, 5 things: embroidery, digitizing, DTF, work on business, Shopify, laser tests and quotes. Good morning, Barb from Jose. Rena, good morning, everyone. 47 in SoCal with rain on the way. There are a few in the club. These trade shows, Rena, these trade shows, right? They're just there to get everybody sick. And Barb says, hi, Jose and Rena. And Rena says, hi, Barb. I still got the tickle in my throat. We're getting through it. It's just when this weather changes, the barometric pressure really messes with me. So that's what we get. All right. So I'm going to kind of try and break down what working on your business versus in your business means, at least to me, because, yes, it's Corey and I, so there's, a 2-man team. But for the most part, we're, solopreneur. We're the ones that are doing everything. You were working by yourself. You may have somebody help out. And that's not everybody. Some people have, 5, 6, 10, 20, 30 employees that they're working with. But we all started somewhere, right? So when we're working by ourselves, it's easy to get caught up in that daily grind of things. And what is it? Pressing shirts, printing transfers, weeding vinyl, fulfilling orders. And so that's what it means to work in your business. You're handling the production. You're handling customer service. You're handling the shipping. And while all these tasks are 100% essential to your business, they don't grow your business. You're just staying static on it. Now, on the other hand, working on your business, just means taking that step back from the day-to-day operations, that daily grind, and focus on strategies, marketing, automation, and long-term growth. It means that we need to build systems that allow you to take on more customers without working the 80 hours a week. I don't like working 80 hours a week. Do you like doing it? Because for solo apparel, decorators, business owners, this shift it's crazy. Because if you're always doing production, who's out there finding the clients? Improving your systems, streamlining your workflow. Who's doing that? If you're always in production, because the key to scaling isn't just about working harder. It is about working smarter. And so we're going to kind of go over what I feel are 5 things that we can do in our business to help that. So, how do you guys feel about that? Do you have systems in place? Are you consistently working on your business with things? What are you doing, to combat the being excuse me, being stuck in that daily grind? Let me know there in the comments. And like I said, if you're watching this on the replay, make sure to put Team Replay in there. So, one of the things that we do is we can automate and delegate those repetitive tasks. When we're doing this by ourselves, our time is the most valuable asset that we have, because every minute spent working on tasks like invoicing or answering the same customer questions over and over and over, manually importing orders, that could have, anytime you're doing that, that's time that you could have spent growing your business, and one of the big things is automation and delegation, help reclaim that time for it. So instead of manually creating invoices, you can set something up in your payment processor, whether that's QuickBooks, Square, or something else, that just generates and sends those invoices when an order is placed. Like when we have something placed through our get a quote system, it automatically takes all the information from the customer, puts it over into Square for us, creates the customer, does everything there for it. So that's one step we don't have to do. Really helps just take that, it doesn't seem like a lot because you can set up a customer in just a few minutes, but time and time again, if you do that 10 times a week, that's 20 minutes. Well, hey, that's 20 minutes that could go somewhere else. And 20 minutes throughout the year, 20 minutes a week, what's that, times 50 weeks, 100 minutes, it's an hour and a half that you're getting back by just a simple automation that you use everywhere with it. And something else that can really come in handy is that FAQ section. If you have customers, asking about turnaround times, design requirements, what are some other things that they consistently ask about, styles, things like that, just create that FAQ section. And then you can just set up an autoresponder, that when they're asking these things, you can use like the AI chatbot, and it will handle those basic questions. So that reduces your need for those manual responses. So, when you're working through your business today, look at one task that you do daily and see if there's any way that you can do an automation tool or outsource it for a solution. And if you're able to, hey, take a real hard look at it and see what it's going to take to get done. Freeing up that time, getting that time back is definitely going to help you, become more productive in things. Let's see. Jerry, good morning, all. And Jose, and that includes Jose, Barb, Brina, Todd, and all. There we go. Hi, Jerry, back from Barb. Hit that like button for Todd. Yeah, Jerry. Thanks. And look, Jerry's got a little emoji right there. Paperwork is such a time suck too. It is. Do you think they read the FAQs? You can link them to it. So if somebody asks a question, you can just create an autoresponder here for any of your frequently asked questions, because you put that on your business page for Facebook or out of the office. We'll get back to you soon. How do you have those? If you have a question, see if it's answered here, and then go right there with it. So that way it links to it. They can go to it. They can see it. So if they're prompted to, they'll go look at it for you. Now, next up is when it comes to orders and productions. Raise your hand, because everybody's raised their hand. Have you in the past, constantly juggling orders, struggling to keep track of deadlines, feeling overwhelmed by production? That sounds like me, right? So if you're running that, it's definitely time to look at bringing in a system for your workflow. This is a clear, repetitive process, because when you have that, it not only reduces the stress, but it also is going to prevent errors and improve turnaround times. So it doesn't matter if you can use something like a Trello or Airtable, to track those incoming orders, the deadlines, the production stages. And a lot of people that will use Monday for it, where they'll put everything on there and move the things. Having that visual pipeline really prevents bottlenecks, because you can see, like, as we're going through here and building out stores, I use a whiteboard for a lot of stuff, so it's easy for me to maneuver, and then I can go into the system But I can see when stores close. How much time do I need between stores? What stores with this or these ones together? I can start going through that and knowing what my schedule is and where it is with it. That visual pipeline really helps me, not jam everything, into 1 week and have nothing the next week for it. The other thing that really can help is, if you're batching your work, if you're spreadsheet, if you are just pressing shirts here and then you're doing other stuff, you're pressing shirts and you're doing other stuff, and that, take all that and just create, time blocks. I am doing production from this time to this time. So you can knock out all the orders at once. You just get them done over with. That way you're not constantly looking for things and setting things up and waiting for press to heat up or this. Get it all, just get it done and go through it. Creating those time blocks really helped us to know we're going to do this from this time to this time and then be able to move on from it. So maybe today, sit down, as you're going through this week, look at your current order process. And that's from receiving the order until it goes out, whether you're dropping it off, they're picking it up, or it's being delivered. What is something in that process that can be simplified or automated? Could it be as something as simple as get a quote instead of going back and forth on that? You create the get a quote tab on your website so they can get it there. Is it creating an order form? So instead of taking an order manually, you have them go fill out a form and put it in there for it. So there's a couple things in there you can go look and see on it. Which that brings us to today. Today's Wednesday. We use this for Work on Your Business Wednesday. What does that mean? If you're in our mentorship community, we have a call from 9:30 to 10:30 a day, and then we have open office hours to work on your business from 11 to 3. People will pop in and out throughout the day, but for a lot of solo people, that's their business partners. That's who they have to work with because we're working by ourselves. There's nobody else there to bounce ideas off of. They're there. You can get in there. You can chit chat. You can talk about whatever you want, but it's nice to have that there. When you have Wednesday, we know we're setting out that 4-hour block. Instead of you're waiting for people to come in, right? You take this time, that 4-hour block, and say, hey, this Wednesday during my 4 hour, I'm going to work on marketing and sales. Because instead of waiting for customers to just knock on your door and ask for business, you're out there trying to actively bring in new business. So you're instead of operating reactively, you're proactively. Is that right? Yeah. Instead of you're operating reactively instead of proactively, right? When we need to do it the other way. Did I say that wrong? I think I did. Marketing is at the end of it. Marketing is what's keep your pipeline full, and this is going to ensure that you have a steady revenue stream, steady. What's the other one? Production stream. You're going to have those. You're going to see the ebbs and flows and know how to keep it more of that flat line thing. So, something that I'm a big proponent when it comes to this, and especially marketing for your business, is instead of just posting on social media and remember it, schedule your content in advance. Using Meta Business, can really help with that, where you can just go in there, schedule the things, and where it needs to go. And what was that? Constant, because that constant posting schedule builds the brand recognition and trust. When you're consistently putting and I had an email pop up, and I'm like, I don't understand what this email is about. So that's something I got to check after this. So just something simple like that, where you're consistently posting things throughout it. Now, as we're gearing up here and going in the, we'll get through those first 2 months going into it. On our side, we've got, basically, is that right? If I could say 3 sides of the business, yeah, 3 sides, because we've got all the retail side of it, and we're really focusing on the spiritware side of things this year, the merch stores, that stuff. And then we've got the print side of it. So, what I do for a lot of you guys, whether that's flags, DTF, decals, banners, signage, whatever, that side of it. And then on our training side of it. So 3 arms of it, but we posted more things about that to get there, but having that consistent message when things go out, how to do it for it. The other thing is something as simple as, just set up, some kind of email marketing system. If a customer orders from you once, they're already interested in your product, right? Excuse me. So why not follow up with future promotions that you have out there? You got a new design, new styles come in, send out an email, let them know. You can use places like MailChimp and MailChimp. Who else is out there for it? Clavavo? Yeah. Excuse me. I'm really getting dried out today. So, use those to create those email campaigns. Use those to create those follow-ups. Then that can all be automated with it. So, we use Wednesday 4 hours a week where you work on your business for it, but try to schedule off at least 1 hour a week and just focus on the marketing side of it. Use this time to take and create the social media post, write the email, reach out to potential new clients. Do that. So you've got the time. Do it. Just an hour. That's all it's going to take. Let's check back in and see where we are with it. There you go. We got you, Jerry. Jenny, morning 24. Snow's on the way. Yep, it's snowing. Already snowing here. Uh, and Barb says, I think besides all the tasks for automation you can use, there is the understanding that you need to plan out workflow down to figure out the ease of grabbing supplies for production. Absolutely. Who is it? One of I'll have to go back and look because Allie Banholzer. She's really good about that in their embroidery thing. So each station has the exact same stuff at it. Everything is set up the same. Each one has its scissors. Every station has its own thing that it needs, and it's right there. And that's because there might have been 3 machines that were sharing stuff, and you're going back and forth. Is that this one, at that one? And so you're saving minutes, but those minutes add up. So understanding your workflow, setting up where the least amount of steps that you have to take really matter and really help increase the efficiency. Hi, Jenny from Barb. Hi, Jenny from Jerry. Tim, good morning to you. Toledo, 25 out. Lots of snow coming. They say 2 inches. 3 to 300 here, Tim. That's what we got. Hey, Tim to Barb. Hey, Tim, Jerry. And great to have honest, unfiltered partners to bounce ideas off. It was a great resource, the mentorship. Love it, Jerry. Thank you. Jerry, we definitely have our own opinion in the mentorship group, which is great. It helps me avoid tunnel vision. Yeah, there's plenty of things that I've learned where I'm like, hey, let's just go this. What's another idea on this? What's another way to look at this? Because we're in our own thing. This is what we think we need to do. And then someone says, well, I don't know about that. And here's why. Oh, I didn't think about that because I was just had my own thing in there. So definitely a great part of it. Right, Barb? And we may not always agree, but we have the information from professionals. Yeah, and because we're all doing it. That's the thing. And we're all doing it. We're all in there making it happen. Now, one of the biggest things when you're doing stuff, I didn't know what was going on over here. One of the biggest things, especially when you're doing stuff by yourself, or you get started off from it, is a lot of people have no clue what their numbers are. They have no clue how to price for profit. And that's the thing that I want to make sure that everybody knows is, because that is one of the biggest things is underpricing yourself, undervaluing yourself, because you're basing those prices on what somebody down the street's selling or what they think it is, because instead of actually looking at the numbers, because if you don't know your true cost, you may be working without making anything because you said, hey, this is what they're selling for down the street. I need to be selling it at that. Well, you need to actually calculate what it costs you, to do each impression. What does it cost you in materials? What does it cost you for labor? Yes, what are you paying yourself? Overhead, machine maintenance. A lot of times people forget to factor in the time. And I know somebody, who just recently for a job, they said it took them 17 minutes to weed a design. I'm like, how did you make any money off that when you're sold the shirt at $15? Like there's no money to be made in it, not factoring your time and how long it takes you to actually do something that's just unprofitable. You need to do it. So one of the things that, we see every year, every place is, prices are going up. So, test out price increases. If you're consistently hammered with bookings, you're probably priced too low, right? Because it means everybody's coming to you all the time. If one of the things that we've always said is if you raise your prices by 2 and if you double your prices and lose half your customers, would you do it? 100% I would, because I'm dealing with half as many people for the same amount of money. And now I have half as many people gone. I can refill that with new people at my new price. So then I can do the same amount I'll be doing the same amount of, I'll be making the same amount of money for half the work, So, take a look at your pricing. They fear losing customers, but higher pricing offer attracts better customers. Like It's just how it works. They're the ones who value your work. They're the ones that most likely don't have as many issues with it. So make sure that you're using something to figure out how to break down what the true cost of what it is to make something. Take your best selling items, whatever it is, and make sure that you're running it through there and getting your pricing under control, because you need that. You need that to be able to go through it. Let's see. Cindy, good morning. I'm getting the remote learning mode for my daughter. Yeah, it starts in 8 minutes, right? Cookies in the oven, cocoa made, kitchen table cleared off, and laptop charging. I'm cutting fabric today and researching suppliers. Very nice, Cindy. E-learning days. What a joke. Hi, Cindy. Morning, City. And hola, Barn. Back from Cindy. My eyeball is itching. So then finally, something that we really like to do is build those relationships instead of just taking orders. When you're looking for long-term success, it's just not about making those sales. You have to create those repeat customers that keep coming back year after year after year. We sent something out for the league that we've done for the last 5 years yesterday, where they have a new board in, they have new this, so we don't know. They could go with somebody else, so we made sure to let them know, hey, this is what we've done the last 5 years. Thank you for your business with it. Here's the programs that we offer. Here's your jersey cost on it. Here's how we can do a banner sponsorship program for you. And here's how we can do a online merch store for you. Here's how the options that you can make. Here's the things you can do. So we laid it all out because we have new people in there, and they got the old stuff, but that doesn't guarantee that we have the job. Even though we've done stuff for them for 5 years, when things change, things change. So building that relationship, the new people, they call, said, hey, just send me over your pricing, and then we can go from there. I'm like, we need to get on a call. So we got on a call, and we were talking to them about different things, how it worked. He said, let me put this all together for you in a proposal so that way I can send it over to you. But get them on the phone was a lot better than just, here's our pricing for it, because we were able to talk about the things we've done in the past. We were able to talk about how things that we've changed throughout the years to make it easier, because this is the person's first year. So we're saying, hey, we're a partner in this with you. Here's how we can do things. It made it so much easier for her, and it should lead into something. Their thing is today or tomorrow. So, hopefully by next week, we're like, cool, we got it. And we know. So one thing that, we have our board coming up, here in the spring. We've got field days, fun runs, and graduation. Yeah, so those are the 3 main ones that we've did for different schools: field days, fun runs, and then graduation, whether that's 5th grade, preschool, those ones with there. So instead of us waiting for them to reorder, we're going to reach out to them. We know that things were ordered at certain times of year. So, hey, just, friendly reminder, about here's what's coming up. Like the one that we did for a fun run, we had a turnaround in under 4 days for them because their previous printer dropped the ball. And so we said, hey, we can do this for you. Does everybody, do you need anything? And we'll send that. And we did. We picked up we had no problem doing that. And now we'll make sure we'll send out this year to remind them, hey, let's get ahead of the ball this year so we don't have any issues with it. Because I think one of the biggest things that we do is we want to position ourselves as the partner, not just a printer, right? When you're working with the local teams, hey, here's a fundraising solution. It's our merch stores, and you're going to earn part of the sales. Here's this. You don't have to do anything. We do it all for it. One of the leagues where we did not win the jersey bid for it, we did talk about doing something for Spiritwear. They don't even know where it comes from. So it sounds like they just set it all up online with the Little League organization as a whole, and there's somebody there that takes care of it and send out. So they actually had no clue how it was working, and we said, hey, we can do this. We created, they have a couple logos, and then we're going to create the rest of it, and they were totally on board for it because it's a way to generate revenue. And for us, hey, we can get more stuff in more hands for them. So, this week, you reach out to somebody that ordered something this time of year, March, April, May. Hey, let's reach out to them. Let's send an email. Let's just check in with them, seeing what we can do. Not a sales pitch or anything. Just, hey, just, as we're coming into this, just thinking about you. if there's anything we do, you don't want a sales like, here's what we have for it. Use your friend ChatGPT, and it will help you. It'll help you create something that doesn't sound so salesy with it. So that is what I got for you. Let me hear. Let me hear your questions, comments, concerns on that. Jeff, if you grab the button right down here, you can rewind and then watch the live. There you go, buddy. Yeah. Hi, Jeff. Jeff is here. Let the party begin. That is true. Howdy, Barb and Jerry. And let's see. Wait, what was that? Where'd you go? Jerry, I was just in your state. What? And no call for lunch, Jeff. Like that. Mom got her hip replaced at Christ and Cincy. Whoa, here we go. She okay? Yeah. All right. We're carrying on the great cabinet. She come home today, hopefully. Good news. You are forgiven. And Cindy said, my business is trying to brace for the great craft wars. Joanne going under is going to hurt a lot. My craft classes will be affected. A lot is going to have to change. Well, yeah. And then, how does that even work? Because for us locally, what do we have? We have Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and that's it, right? We don't have, do we have a smaller supplier? Or is that going to be you, Cindy? Cindy going to get in the craft game and do that? What you doing, Cindy? Let me know what you have planned out and what you have going on with it. Because, yeah, it does change. And Cindy's at Joanne's. Which one is it that every other week has the sale on yarn? Is it Joanne's every other week? It was on sale last week, so it wouldn't be on sale this week. It'll be on sale next week. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's how it works. I would say we probably, Corey's up to, I think she's doing like a blanket or two a week now, and at least one for sure, probably closer to 2 or 3 now that I think about ones that I've seen go out the door, and hats, and she even said something about learning to crochet. So hey, I'm all about trying to see what she gets, because the blankets are warm as hell, so she can just keep doing that. Gifts galore is what people are getting. And the other day she came home with like the garbage bags from Joann's, right? Those ones that look like giant garbage bags. She said she was just stopping by to get a scheme to finish something up, and she walks to the door with 3 of those. I don't think it takes 3 of them to fill it up, but hey, what am I doing? My crochet students are hoarding Joanne yarn. So is that the place where it is? Is that one that has it every other week? And that's what she's doing. A lot of it is just at night watching TV, just going through it and have it. It was pretty good. I have to have her post some more pictures of it for sure and see what we got with it. But with that, we're coming to the close today. We've got our mentorship call at 9:30. So if you're in that, make sure to stop on over there. For everyone else, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And if there's ever any topics you want to talk about, just let me know in the comments, and we can talk about those for sure. I'm going to put a schedule up for as we do shows through the rest of this month, and what we're building towards for next month, and go from there. But until next time, you have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on.